Hello everybody, this is my 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700 with the Mosko Moto Reckless 40. Adventure ready, almost. Gonna go give it a break-in run this weekend. But yeah, so currently I have, the only bike mod that I have so far is the Akrapovic muffler. That is a 24 model off-road muffler. It does fit on just fine, perfectly. I have the head pipe sitting over here. I'm not going to put it on just yet because I'm going to go do another ride this weekend, and then once I get back I'll put that on and send my ECU off to Two Wheel Dyno Works, and that way I can get the fuel airflow right. I think these bikes run pretty lean to meet emissions, so definitely want to add a little fuel there and make sure. I'd rather run a little rich than a little lean. But for now, this will work. I have in this right leg here, I have a spare front and rear tube along with the Trail Tech battery powered air compressor. I have my little titanium cook set with propane and spoon and whatnot. A big Agnes ultralight Fly Creek 2, or I think it's called the Fly Creek Ultralight 2. Just the bag and ground pad in here. The tent stakes did not fit, so I got a Tusk tent pole bag. So that has the poles and the tent stakes in here. And then in the Stinger 22, I have a Nemo 15-degree bag. I don't remember the model. It's a Nemo 15 something or other, the popular one, with a couple of nights of food and baby wipes and bags for the trash and whatnot. And then on the left bag, I have an MSR toolkit with Eastbound Tenere 700 toolkit, if you will. It comes with tire levers and all that to change your spare tire. The front axle hex to remove the front axle, and then a socket that goes on the rear. And I also got a 1/4 inch ratchet set with all the sizes, and I think up to a 14 millimeter wrench. I think I'll probably add a couple more. There's some like 17 or 19 millimeter stuff. Anyhow, I'll get that a little more dialed in, but so far it's done pretty good. I think that's pretty well refined. I'll do another video of what's in that toolkit. But yeah, I got the toolkit, Thermarest Neoloft, which is the giant ground pad. It's supposed to be the most comfortable, which was what I was after. I think it's a Nemo inflatable pillow, and then also a pretty elaborate first aid kit with, stitches and eye wash and all the stuff that you need that I hope to never use. And I think the only thing else I don't have that I'll probably do soon is the fork springs and shock spring. I got the stiffer springs coming from, K-Tech. So I got the 6.9, which I think might be the stiffest they make on the front forks. And then I believe it's an 85 newton meter or something like that rear. And hopefully that'll make the ride a little better with the added weight from the bags. I do have the Michelin Desert Race Rally tires that will go on, so I'll put some knobbies on. Just gonna try and get the most out of these since they are kind of brand new. I don't hate to waste them. And then once I get that Akrapovic head pipe on here, I will replace the factory skid plate with a Touratech, I believe, Rally will fit on here. I hope. That's the one I'm kind of looking at anyway, with the anodized black. Right now they're out of stock, but you know, once they do come back in stock. If they do, I will do that. I have on order some GYTR foot pegs and GYT airbox with the filters and all of that. And I don't think there's too much more. I have put the Cherubi's chain guide on down there, and that was super easy. About a 5-minute install. Pretty sweet. Love it when it's like that. And then once I get confirmation that the Motology Films dual display set up, so you can have your Garmin Montana 760i, whatever you want, whichever one you got set up here, we'll get that. Moves the factory display over to the left or right, whatever way you want it. And instead of having the dual up, I'd prefer to have this all nice and clean. So for now, quad lock and a phone works pretty good. I do have the what do I call it, armadillo from Giant Loop. This is a 1-gallon bag. I think for now this will work just fine, given the 4.6 or 8 or whatever it is on the stock tank. Another 40 to 50 miles, depending on how you're riding, maybe less, maybe more. I think that should do the trick. For water, I have the Liat jacket with the water bladder and all that. So I think that'll work just fine. And that's no backpack right at the moment. We'll see how this first trip goes with just the water bladder and the jacket. I think that's going to be enough for a 1-night stay. And I should be able to fill up the next day or whatever after that. So that's it for now.